This is probably the last video I ever thought in my life that I'd be making. But I feel like I need to make it because we kind of been on this YouTube thing for a while, man. It's been a decade that we've been popping up, putting shit on YouTube, right? So I'm sure there's people out there that watch it. It's weird because I feel like I'm in a fucking fucked up place, but I have to keep the same energy. And if I don't, then what does that say about anything else before this? You know what I'm saying? So this video, I'm saying rest in peace to Gutterbrain. Rest in peace to Corey Gutterbrain Pabon, my brother. The dude, anybody who's ever checked any of our actual rap videos has heard me rapping with. You probably got some of his songs that come up through the shit. And this channel had a really low subscriber count, and all we were doing was really music. And then I started talking shit, and the subscriber count kind of went up. And then I would try to encourage Corey to talk shit, but my brother Corey, he could give a fuck about all that. He was a true artist, you know. And it's taken me a minute, but on November 24th, 2024, Corey passed away. And all right, YouTube. Let me tell you my morning. I woke up in the morning. I got two daughters living with me. One of my daughters is older. She has a son. So it's me, my younger daughter, my older daughter, my grandson. And they're like, what are we making for breakfast? And I just felt lazy. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. We're going to go to Golden Corral. Y'all can eat whatever you want. It's Golden Corral, right? So we went. And my grandson's mad young, so they'll put him in the little high chair. And I play with him at the table while my daughters go get their food, and they come down. My oldest daughter will get her son's plate first, bring it, put it down. Then she'll go and get her plate with her sister, and they do their thing. And then after everybody's at the table, I get my plate. So I got up, and I remember getting my plate. I had a bomb-ass plate, bro. And I sat down, and in my pocket, my phone rang, and I looked. It was my dad. And then I was like, I just sat down with this big ass plate of food. I'm not answering this now. I'll call him when I get out. And then almost immediately my daughter's phone rang, but her phone was on the table because her son was messing with it. You know how little kids are. Let me get your phone. So she grabbed it and answered it, and I'm sitting directly across the table from her, and she's just like, what? This is her. Look. What? Wait, what? And then she said, he's dead. And I saw her whole face just, like her whole shit. I wish I would have answered the phone when it came to me, because her face was something else. And I said, give me the phone. And she gave me the phone. And I said, what's going on? And my dad had just got the call. So he wasn't there. He was somewhere else, but he was close by. So he was driving to there. And he's yelling and screaming, he said, Corey dead. Da, 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 da. And I was like, who told you? That's what I said. I said, who told you that? Like, where are you? What's going on? And he's like, I'm on the way, and I'm in public with my children. And I gotta be honest, everything in me kind of just stopped. And I was like, I looked around, I said, I'm in public. I'm with these children. We got to get to the house. So I hung up the phone and I told my kids, I said, listen, there's something happening with Uncle Corey. We don't know what's going on. Let's finish what we're finishing and we'll get back to the house. And after that, nobody wanted to eat. Like they were just like, what's going on with Corey? So I said, all right, well, let's go. I tipped the waitress. We bounced. And we got home. And when we got home, we got out the car. And I had my keys in my pocket. And I remember just being so stone, like a piece of stone, And before I got to the door, I got the call. My dad had got there, and he told me Corey was dead. Gutterbrain was dead, And I tried to open the door, and I couldn't open the door. My hands were shaking. I couldn't find the right key. I don't know how to say it. Like, I was thinking, open the door, get in the house, but my body was all fucked up. I couldn't do it. So, I finally got in the house, and when I walked in the house, my youngest daughter just hugged me, and we sat there in that little hallway and cried, and then I shook it off like I had to, and I was fucked up. My girl called me because while my dad was calling me, my mom was calling my girl. So then I got a call from my girl. She was like, "Oh, it's Corey," and I was like, "I call you back." Like I didn't know how to react to none of this shit, and that was my day. I got that in the morning. My girl got home from work. Like, oh my God. I went to the liquor store. We got drunk that night. The next day, I did not drink at all. I didn't do nothing. I was stone cold, boom, 10 toes down. The day after, for a few more days, I was stone cold, 10 toes down. We got on the plane. I had to go to New York. I had to go to Johnstown, New York, where my brother was staying, and walk into his house and see things, and his kids are there. So I had to be strong for his kids, and it was like, it wasn't real. Like I'm not being strong. It's like, I know what I must do. So I act like that. But inside, it's not nothing close to it, And I did that. Went up there. He's cremated. He's upstairs in a piece of him is upstairs in my room. We split it. And then, you know what? Knowing Corey, I was like, listen, knowing Corey, there's a thing where, like, we have to keep a sense of humor. Like, it happened. It's terrible. But are we going to curl up in little balls and laugh about it? Or are we going to... I just be talking to this dude. You know what I mean? Like, look what I'm saying. I'm sitting here talking. Look, that's not new. These pictures are not new. Where I'm sitting. This is not, bro. Look, that's me and Corey. Okay, that picture fell down, but that's his. Look, you can tell by the fucking forehead. But look, me and Corey, my boy David. There's no future that I've ever had in my brain that did not include Corey. Like, and it's a lot of shit. Like, when you really stop and think about the story, like, how the fuck did we get here, man? There's a lot of shit. A lot of shit that y'all will never know. But I will tell you this: we had a service for Corey in Johnstown, New York, at a church that he attended. It was like his baby mama's church, so like his baby mama's mom and all their family attended the church. So he did with his kids, and they did their thing. And we went to, we had a small service there, so everybody over there could say goodbye to him, and it was like the thing. But I remember that pastor came to the church and was like, what do you want to do? And everybody's like, the fuck, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't fucking know. Sing a song, like, bitch, I don't know. Like, we're court, what? Gotta go. So they had it, and nobody had a camera on in the actual service. And part of me is like, damn, I wish they did, because that shit was turned. But at the same time, I'm glad they didn't, because it was for the people that were there, And I was sitting there looking at these pictures. Like, they had pictures. My brother was cremated, so he's like in a little box. But I'm looking around, and there's all these pictures. And the pastor, and God bless this pastor. Yo, Pastor Mark, good man. Very, very good man. You know what I'm saying? A shout out to him. But I don't think he understood the assignment, if that makes any sense. And you know what? Honestly, we didn't even give him the assignment. So we kind of we were all fucked up when we're trying to plan this, because it just happened, bro. Like, it'll be 3 weeks tomorrow. All right? That's how long it took me to actually sit here and do this video, but it'll be 3 weeks tomorrow. And he started, and it just, I'm looking at these pictures of my brother, and all I can hear in my head is like, word dog, Louis, that's all I hear. Louis, the fuck is this, man? You gonna let me go out like this? Just what the fuck is going on? So that pastor gave me an opening, and I grabbed that mic, man. And I swear, like, it was weird. Like, all I want to do is curl into a ball and cry. But it's like, if I do, then we both lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't how it was supposed to go. If Gutter would have made it one more year, we would not be talking about this for however long. I probably would have died first. Who the fuck knows? But I know, it was a whole bunch of little choices stacked on each other that led to the fact, to that moment, and a lot of it is crazy. You know what revisionist history is? There's hell of revisionist history that happens, and it's like, can you sit here? Do you really want to spend your time sitting here and nitpicking and arguing with motherfuckers? Or you just want to say, okay, I understand that you and Corey were never 100. And that goes for a lot of folks. I'm not talking about a specific person. I'm talking about a lot of motherfuckers, right? And you didn't fix it. And now in this lifetime, you're just reverting back to when it was, and like omitting in your memory. And maybe that makes it easier for you to grieve. I don't know. But here's what I'm saying. My ride or die, my motherfucking heart, fucking the person that I have spent the last 37 years of my life with. Because I was there the day he was born. You know what I mean? Like, I met him, touched him that day. Like, this motherfucker had scars on his head and shit. He can't tell you them stories about how he got them scars without mentioning me. Because, you see what I'm saying? It's different. And I understand there's a lot of people mourning in different ways, their own ways, because of their own dynamics of the relationship. And that's okay. But I feel like I'm not even in, I don't like the stages of mourning. I don't think those apply, because I'm on some other shit. So I got some work I gotta do to finish certain things he wanted to get done. And then there's this whole life, man. Like he was a father of two boys biologically. The woman he had them kids with had three kids before he got there. And all three of them kids call him dad. All three of them kids call him dad. And I used to tell him, but you know what? I'm not even going to say what I used to tell him. I will one day. But there's a lot of things that I wanted to do that I was like, I'm just going to wait for Gutter to get here. Because that was his plan. His plan was to move down here with me. Me and Gutter have a younger brother named Michael. Michael pulled that trigger immediately. He's here. He's up the street. I can go see Michael in 10 minutes. I boom, hop in my car. I'm at Michael's. It hasn't even been 10 minutes. I leave at 9:50. I'm there before 10. You know what I mean? And he wanted to get down here. He wanted to have that with us, but he passed away. And I went to New York. I saw his kids. His kids is like, yo, all he talked about was, and even with me when we talked, it was like, yo, I'm here. It was always like one more thing he needed to do before he could move, right? But he was like, yo, I'm right here, I'm right here. He had like one, two things, bum, and he's out, and he didn't make it. So we gonna get his kids out here, man. We're gonna make sure that his kids live that life that he wanted them to live. They're not gonna be stuck in Johnstown. Now, for folks that live in Johnstown, New York, or anywhere in that area, here's what I'm going to say. Fucking move. That town is a goddamn, that whole area, Gloversville, Johnstown, Amsterdam. Yo, you got to be stronger and work harder to just be normal than if you lived in other places, man. And that's just what it is. But I just wanted to hop up on here. I'm sure this is going to come up a million times. So if you see Gutterbrain videos posting up and he looks mad young and shit, it's because I'm digging into crates of finding all these shits. There will never be another new... see what we can do. But Gutter's never going to be like, I got this great idea. Let's do this. So all we're left with is these great ideas he had that we didn't do because we thought we had time to do it right the way we wanted and with this and that. We just got to do it, man. So, long story short, love people, man. Love people. You're going to get a lot more Gutterbrain stories on here. As we move on, I'm really going to follow through on a lot of shit that I wanted to do with him, but now he's not here, so it's not like I got to wait for him to get here, you know? It's time to go. Love people. Do something kind for somebody and don't expect nothing back. Fucking, if you got a brother or a sister and you arguing with them over shit, next time you see them, just give you a hug and say, yo, all that shit, I don't give a fuck. I forgive you. That's one thing I can honestly say. Me and Corey were 100 to the motherfucking end. From the beginning to the end. Like, that was my best friend. That was my shield. You go back, you watch all these live performances and shows and this and that. You will see him somewhere in these videos. You know, like he's in the room. He was fearless. He was a poet. He was... It almost makes me sad because you go on his Facebook and all he ever posted was music and his kids. And he'd be like, yo, you need to do more content. You know, he'd be like, I don't give a fuck about no Facebook. Like he really didn't give a fuck about none of this shit, man. Like his life was so... I want to make music, put it out, people to hear it. I want to take care of my kids. And that was it, man. That really was it. Gutter got a song. It'll come out It'll come out soon. I'm gonna like space it a little because I don't want to just shoot the gutter load. I want y'all to remember my brother, man. But he had a song called "If I Died of a Broken Heart, It Was Murder in the First Degree." My brother died of a broken heart, bro. It wasn't. There was no fentanyl in his system. There were no opiates in his system. There was some other shit in his system that should not have been in his system. But nobody put it in his system but him, you know? But when you really look at the totality and everything that this man was dealing with, I feel like this wasn't I did a drug and died type of death. My brother died a slow death. And there's songs you could listen to and hear him crying out for help. It fucks me up because he was the best of us, man. So I say this: rest in peace to Corey Gutterbrain Pabone, my little big head, funny shaped eared ass brother. I love you with my whole heart. I'm gonna miss you forever, and hopefully I can make you proud. Y'all have a good night. If you got a sibling, like I said, even if you're fussing, go hug them, man, because when you can't, it hits different, man. It hits different. I've had people who've lost siblings that I have loved, to where if you told me it happened. You told me that I felt like I lost a sister. But saying I felt like I lost a sister has no comparison to actually losing a brother. It's a whole different vibe. So rest in peace to the late. Oh, man. I don't even know. I just felt YouTube needed a little explanation of what's going on, and you about to see some Gutterbrain videos that are from all over the spectrum. If you have a Gutterbrain video, send it to me. And Gutterbrain has a GoFundMe that's open right now. So hit it. Corey Pabone. That's Gutterbrain, man. Corey Gutterbrain Pabone. Be blessed. Appreciate every day. Just really slow down, man, and look around, because life is crazy. I feel the same qualities that people talk about my brother and say he's so good for are some of the same qualities that killed him. Because if he would have not been like that and like, fuck this, and went the other way, he might still be here. No shoulda, coulda, wouldas. No shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Just know we're going to do something. I'm done rambling. I love all y'all. Fucking, it's still Gutterbrain forever. It's still the Oven Party. If you have a post or anything you're going to put for my brother, hashtag that bitch Gutterbrain forever. I'm out.